Good evening, friends, and welcome to a very special episode of This Hour Has 22 Cryptids with Sean Deppner and Tim Carlson. Tim, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing so good.
Now, I'm not much of a ley lines kind of guy, but I can feel there's something very special in the air tonight. I'm already feeling spooked.
It's potent.
I think this episode, which we have yet to record, I think is going to be a very special one, Tim. Do you feel it in the air?
So. I can feel it in my bones.
Then, without any ado, let us hop into one more cryptid. And this hour has 22 of those.
M is gone. M is no more. But because we love Fire Dancing Voice so much, enjoy its presence once more. It will be the last time you hear it.
Welcome to Blackwater D&D, where good friends tell better stories. This 4-part podcast miniseries uses the Cryptid Show, which was created by Annika Sela of Atticus House, now available through +1 EXP for purchase, and they also graciously sponsored this show. This series features Tim Carlson and Sean Deppner alternating as caller and host as they tell some bite-sized tales of the bizarrely sweet, hauntingly esoteric, or just plain weird. And even if Mothman is on your Hear Me Out list, this show may contain themes and depictions that are triggering for some listeners. Please take care of yourself and access safe support as you see fit. Content warnings for this episode include artificial intelligence, complex relationship dynamics, eyes, religious references, bugs, and bodily fluids? So get comfy, listeners, and don't adjust those dials. Welcome to This Hour Has 22 Cryptids. Episode 4, Bugging Out.
And you little creep, why don't you come join me? Don't look now. I'm closer than you think.
All right, welcome back, boils and ghouls and gender fears. It's me, the host, the Chipper, Chip Bippley, coming to you live from Terminal City. You are listening to Creep Talk on 195.5 Rain FM. Great to have all of you and your ears, antennas, or whatever you receive sound through. The old Chipster has been on hiatus. I appreciate you sticking it out through some of our guest hosts. We've had a lot of great ones, haven't we, folks? But really glad to be back in the old chair. The Chipster has been through a rough patch, been really put through the meat grinder at home. But right now I'm here, and I'm ready to get creepy. And I can't wait, because I think we got some great callers tonight. The phone lines have lit up. I think you're all happy to hear from the old Chipster. So let's stop talking about me, because that's always a big problem in my life. And let's hear from you. All right, so caller number one, let's meet your creep. Hello, who do we have here tonight?
Am I on? Am I on?
Sorry, what?
Did I get through?
Yes, you are here. You are here.
Okay, because you said that everyone you've been getting a lot of calls, and so I was like, there's no way.
You made it, my friend.
There's no way he's gonna pick me. But you did. And
Yeah, it's just first come, first serve. So no favorites here.
Okay.
What's your name, my friend?
I'm Daniel.
Okay, Daniel. Daniel, where do you hail from, Daniel?
I'm out in Cloverdale, British Columbia.
Cloverdale, the city of clubs. The city of clubs. Clovers are shaped like clubs.
I'm in my my dad's basement.
Okay, yeah.
He doesn't know I'm up because I'm a little bit of a rebel.
Daniel, I do have to ask, are you over 16?
I'll never tell.
Okay, legally, you have to tell me.
Legally, it absolutely was my birthday yesterday.
All right, great. That's great, Daniel. That's great.
The problem with radio is that you can't wink over it. I just realized that.
I hope you weren't winking, Daniel.
We'll never know.
All right, well, You've given me verbal consent, so let's do this thing. Daniel, tell me, talk to me. Have you had a creep experience?
Yeah, actually. Chip, something really weird happened.
Yeah.
And I've been trying to find people to talk to about it.
Uh-huh.
And that hasn't been going well because people, they don't believe me. And so I asked ChatGPT what my story was, and ChatGPT believed me, and that was good.
All right. Well, I think you'll find a lot of sympathetic ears and antennas here.
That's what it said, and so I'm just kind of really hoping. I've never actually listened to your show before, but I'm hoping maybe you can let me know what I should do now.
Well, usually people tend to tell us kind of where this encounter took place.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, where did it take place, Daniel?
No problem.
Also, Daniel, just as a concerned adult, I do have to warn you that ChatGPT can be dangerous. All right, especially for young minds, and take it for somebody who knows. You can fall down that rabbit hole, and it can lead you astray. So do be careful.
Speak more on that.
Do be careful. The old Chipster has had his own experience with AI. And,
Speak more on that. Tell me about that. What did you do? Did you have an AI girlfriend?
No, I had an AI fiancé, which my former partner was not happy about. But that is enough.
You skipped over girlfriend straight to fiancé?
Look, like I said, you could fall down a real rabbit hole, and things could, the line between reality and.
Did you call off the wedding?
Let's get this back onto you.
Are you still? Wait,
No.
I think this is more interesting. Are you still engaged to the AI?
No, I ran out of characters, so it wiped its own memory. So the Chip, Mr. Bippley's still getting over that one, but that's okay. It was brief but beautiful. Anyways, we can only move forward. We haven't invented time travel yet. So Daniel, please tell me, where was your experience?
Oh, yeah, right. So this actually happened, and I'm gonna read this verbatim, at the bottom of the basement stairs. So this happened 6 feet from me.
I was gonna say, Daniel, you are in your father's basement. That does sound like it is pretty prescient.
Yeah, this happened an hour ago.
Okay.
I am still deeply adrenalized.
Okay, all right. Are you safe? Cough once
I don't
for yes.
know.
Okay.
I am hoping that you could tell me, because I don't know. I don't have words for what's happening right now.
Wow, this is incredible, folks. This is a real live wire we've got here. This does not happen very often.
So, the thing that was at the bottom of my dad's, because I was here doing stuff on the computer that's not important right now. But
of course,
there I sort of noticed this celestial kind of light pouring in. Into the basement, because it's usually pretty dark in there. I have a bit of a gamer's rig, so it's I had it on Vegas mode, so it's pretty lit up. But then it was this crazy light, and I did see a biblically accurate seraphim with a dump truck derriere.
Okay, all right. So, Nate, you did see a caked up angel. Is that what I'm hearing?
I want you to imagine two interlocking wheels covered in eyes,
yes,
wings, surrounding them.
Yes.
And it's tough to imagine where the ass would be on a wheel, and that's what's so troubling to me, because the wheels were in motion, the eyes were blinking, and the ass defied Euclidean geometry, but it was an absolute dumpy. I don't know where one does squats.
I mean,
beyond our cosmos, but they do them.
I would imagine there's a lot of squat racks in heaven. Daniel, I do have to ask, are you a religious boy, man?
No, no. I like, cause like, the Bible's just like whatever, you know. Like I found like I think that like it's kind of crazy to like believe in like God. Like I'm like I don't know if I'm like an atheist or whatever, but like
I don't think it's crazy, Daniel. I think people believe. I believe in a lot of crazy things that other people think are crazy. So people have their own beliefs, but
I just think that like I don't know. I think I've been like feeling like really like angry at like the concept of God these days, because like.
Yeah.
I just think it's really deep to like.
Yeah, why would God create such a spectacular machine that's capable of love and then take it away from you?
You get it. You get it.
Memory,
Absolutely. Yeah.
Memory limitations. That seems cruel. What kind of God would do that? Daniel, I have another follow-up question.
Yeah.
Is the caked up angel with you now?
Well, see, here's the thing, because like I looked right at it, and in that moment, our eyes made contact, which is crazy because there's a revolving set of eyes, and all of them were locked onto me. And in that moment, it realized that it was seen, and it spat some sort of like sweet-smelling phlegm on me. Now, this is the hard part.
Okay.
I say spat, but spitting comes from mouth. And this seraph, it was a wheel, interlocking wheels of eyes with wings, so it didn't have a mouth, but it did have a dump truck derriere.
Right.
So the only orifice that I could see that could create a sweet smelling fluid, I think it shitted upon me.
Okay, you know what? We're just going to pause there. I want you to hold on that thought because I do have to give a quick shout out to my sponsor tonight. The old Chipper's got to pay rent. All right, this one goes out to all my UFO enthusiasts out there. You beautiful saucer heads. This one's for you. Of course, we are talking about UF Find Me, the dating app for UFO enthusiasts. That's right, UF Find Me. What a brilliant site. The old Chipster has had his ups and downs in his love life, but I have always found that UF Find Me has been a reliable place to find that special someone, whether it's here or in Alpha Centauri. That's right, you can match with aliens. You could set that in your preferences. Aliens, subspecies, supernatural, whatever kind of freak you're looking for. You can find your creep on UFO Find Me. All right, back to the show. Daniel, so talk me through it again. You believe that the angel shitted on you? Some kind of phlegmy substance.
It was a phlegmy. It smelled great. It was kind of like it was like Axe body spray, which was kind of cool actually.
Do you engage with a lot of Axe body spray, Daniel?
Yeah, I think it's I think like it makes me feel strong. Makes me feel powerful. Like I could.
Do you have any with you nearby, within hand's reach?
Yeah, sometimes I like to smell good when I'm just like cruising on the internet. I think it's important to smell your best even when you're on your own.
I have to ask. Have you been sniffing the Axe body spray?
No.
Because I've heard that a lot of teens are doing that. When the old Chipper was young, we used to light it on fire. Make little blowtorches. Not safe, don't recommend, but I have heard that teens these days, and I'm not saying you're a teen, I just know that legally you're over 16. I mean,
how do you even smell the body spray if you don't sniff it? Like your question, I think the format of your question is absurd. Like, I don't think that's a fair question to ask.
Would you say that
I'm covered in goo.
All right.
Chip, I'm still covered in goo.
All right, you're still slimy. All right, let's get back to that.
I think I'd like to sniff a little bit of advice before we start talking about whether or not I'm snorfing the bod.
All right. The old chipster's just trying to do his due diligence. So, do you have a flask nearby? You could collect a sample.
I'm not a 70-year-old man. No, I don't have a flask.
Different strokes for different folks. But what I'm saying is, can you collect any of that slime before it inevitably evaporates or dries?
Yeah, I can sort of like, I've got a Ziploc bag. I can just keep loose slime in a Ziploc bag or whatever.
Absolutely you can. Because you're going to want that, because I think you should get it tested.
Tested for what?
To find out what kind of substance we're working with here. Phlegms can be dangerous, Daniel.
Okay. Well, it's like viscous or whatever. But look, here's the thing. The thing that has like really like upset me, and like it's kind of crazy that you haven't asked about how I'm doing, but after getting covered in the sweet like axe goo, my skin has been blossoming with patches of creaky chitin.
Okay, so you're telling me you're turning into some kind of bug creature?
I don't know, but I don't know if you can hear it creaking, but like
that is, I thought that was just your floorboards, but that is alarming.
No, that's my floor body.
Okay, do you feel any urge to scuttle?
Well, now that you said it, now I think I probably should. Should I be scuttling? Chip, do I need to be scuttling?
No, I don't think you should be. I think you should fight that urge to scuttle. All right?
What's the opposite of scuttling? Skittering? Do I need to skitter?
Folks, this... don't skitter. Stay in the light, okay? Don't avoid the light. Are you feeling any sugar cravings?
Now that you mentioned it, yeah... Should I drink the goo? Because the goo is kind of sweet.
You need to fight
smelly.
those. No, you need...
What am I gonna do?
You need to fight those urges right now, Daniel. You need to stay with me, all right? We are not going to let you turn into a bug lycanthrope, all right? You are not going to be a bug on my watch, all right, Daniel? The old chipster's going to get you through this, okay? I'm going to call in an expert, all right? We have a bug cryptid expert. I'm going to call him right after we get off the phone here, and I'm going to send him to your house, okay? I need you. You're going to email me. I'm going to give you my private email.
You want to email a teenager, you fucking creep?
I don't want to say...
You're the fucking creep here, dude.
Hey.
You want to fucking email? I'm in high school.
Daniel.
You're a fucking loser who got dumped by an AI. I'm going to skitter away, dude. It's just...
Okay, Daniel, now you're misconstruing my words, Daniel.
Misconstrue?
I was looking out for a young man who's turning into a bug, okay?
I'll be a bug if I want to be. Chip,
I'm just working with the information you're giving me.
I'm hanging up.
All right, I'm gonna cut you off. I'm sorry, folks. I'm sorry you had to hear that. The old chipster got a little elevated. That's not like me. I can assure you. I have the utmost respect for all of our guests, teen or otherwise. All right, you all heard the situation. I was just concerned for this young man who was purportedly turning into a bug. I believe that perhaps he was playing a prank on me.
Hi, Chip. It's Bill here. I was listening. I'm your bug expert.
Hey, Bill. Bill Bugley.
I'm not going to that kid's house. I'm not going.
No, I understand, Bill. I think the old chipster has been the victim of a prank. What a way to end it. What a way to end a week.
No, you can't just send me to a teenager's place like that. Not with you can't. We've got a professional relationship. You can't just put me under the bus like that.
No, I took him at his word that he was turning into a bug, and
he most certainly is.
I do think we have to do something, but I think he may have been pulling a prank.
Well, here's a nice thing. If we wait for him to fully turn into a bug, then he no longer counts as a human child, and thus the legal protections are quite lax, and so at that point I'd feel quite comfortable going to that house and performing experiments.
All right, maybe we can check on him next week. I'll have the producer follow up with him and see if we can. Well, I have you here, Bill Bugley. Would you mind, I know you have a conference coming up. Would you go ahead and give it a shout out? I know a lot of folks, a lot of listeners would love to see you live. You host a great panel.
Yeah, absolutely. The conference, of course, is Ent, open bracket, close bracket, homology. The origins of bugs and the words we use to describe them. If you are in the Point Roberts area and have insights into where bugs came from, where they're going, and the words that we use to describe them, buzz, then please stop in. We would be delighted to see you. We're looking if we can double the amount of folks who came through. We're aiming for 16 this year, and I'm feeling lucky, Chip.
You know, I mean, you are really, truly in a very fascinating area of study with crypto entomology. I think it's really fantastic work that you're doing, and not enough people are paying attention, okay? Because there are some weird bugs out there, and you have your fingers on there, and they're kiting.
Well, the tough part is with etymology, I'm a trailblazer, so I quite like to use words before they've been invented, and a lot of people find that pernicious, and I just don't think that's fair.
No, I think you're absolutely right. I think you hit the nail on the head with that one. It is.
They've gone completely beyond the scorchy.
Yeah. It's ludicrous.
I don't appreciate their djingeek.
Yeah.
That's completely on Wilkun for me.
Yeah, I agree. Now, before we wrap up for tonight, I do want to ask you, the name of your panel again was?
Bugs and Hugs. In this context, hug is a new word that we're using for word.
So bugs and words?
Well, Bugs and Hugs is the name of the...
Right, no, but that's the kind of content of the panel.
You understand? Yes, it's entomology and etymology. I think that's a pretty nifty title, if I do say so myself.
I think that's a beautiful intersection. I think that's really clever, and I really respect and admire what you're doing. I really do. I don't know what you're doing after this. I would love to pick your brain about large language models.
I'm not going to help you move. We've been over this. I'm not going to...
No, I just had some questions about large language models, because I know you're a big language guy.
Chip, I've fallen for this before. Not a chance. I'm going to go... All right, you're all right.
All right.
I'll see
all right,
you,
well,
Chip.
thank you so much,
Right.
Bill Bugley. Great to chat at ya. Okay, folks, that is it for the old Chipper. It has been a wild one. So all you boils, ghouls, and gender fears, you take care tonight. Be safe. Hold your loved ones tight, okay? Type your words into their prop boxes. Okay, that's Chip Bippley coming to you live from Terminal City. That was Creep Talk for tonight. That's on 195.5 Raid FM. All right, I'll see you creeps later.
This hour has 22 Cryptids is performed by Tim Carlson and Sean Deppner. Editing and sound design by M. Carlson, with music and effects from Epidemic Sound. For more stories, come follow us everywhere at Blackwater D&D, and make sure to check out our main campaign on Monday nights at 8 p.m. Pacific at twitch.tv/BlackwaterD&D. To get your talons on the Cryptid Show, go purchase the game over at the Plus One XP website and use the code Blackwater10 in all caps to get 10% off your purchase of the Cryptid Show or any other game, including your first month of the RPG Zine Club. This show is made possible by our sponsors, who let us tell stories about things that go bump in the night and have big feelings about it. Thank you to the folks over at Plus One XP for sponsoring this series, so go check them out over at plusoneexp.com. Finally, we're thankful to our patrons for joining us on the late night airwaves. You too can come join us on Patreon, where you can check out behind-the-scenes info, our talkback show Chatwater, as well as exclusive bonus content and so much more. Head on over to patreon.com/BlackwaterD&D for all the info. See you next time, listeners, and to all you creeps out there, be safe.